Hello and welcome to The Grid, QCTV's very own entertainment show. Crickets? Crickets? Really, guys? Crickets? Come on, guys. Crickets, really? Can you please just give me a laugh track, please? Yes, there we go. Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, thank you. That's enough. Anyways, like I said, the show is called The Grid, and that's exactly our intention, is to keep you on the grid with amazing entertainment options right in your own backyard. I'm your host, Corey Lang, and The Grid is made up of several segments, including Taste Buds. Taste Buds is the culinary section of the show, where we explore fantastic food options right in our 4 cities. In this edition of Taste Buds, we explored the Thomas Reese Olive Oil Company, located right here in Champlin, Minnesota. We had a chance to talk with owners Jim and Christine about their beautiful new shop and bistro and their vision for serving fresh and healthy food. Next, we have a segment called 3 in 3. This is where I get to tell you all about the great movies that are playing in the cinema, as well as some great streaming options that you can indulge in right from your sweatpants. And even the latest hot video games for all you gamers out there. I will run through 3 quick reviews in under 3 minutes. Next, we have What's Shaken, hosted by our very own Winter Kuharski. And she's going to fill you in on some awesome restaurant trivia options for all you go-getters out there and for those who like a challenge. Next, we have Around Town, where Catherine Lenneberg checks out some hidden gems and some hot spots from the cities of Anoka, Andover, Champlin, and Ramsey. In this episode, she checks out the Round Barn in Andover. Last but not least, we close out the show with This in Tech, hosted by Matt Overstreet. Matt checks out the latest and greatest gadgets on the market. So that's what's happening on The Grid. We have a great show planned for you, so please stick around. Look, if you stick around, I'll give you each $1. Well, that's not true, but please stick around anyway. We'll be right back after a quick break.
Thomas Reese Olive Oil Company. My wife and I are both foodies. We love food, we always have. We've had a concession business in the past. With our passion of food, we found out about fresh olive oil. We decided to combine that and start out with the bistro concept here with the highest grade oils and vinegars from all over the world infused throughout our whole menu. Thomas and Reese are actually our 2 boys. They're 6 and 3. We're not part of a chain or a franchise. We are locally owned. We actually live here in Champlin.
We think that we are in a great location to bring new menu ideas for people that are currently using balsamic vinegar or olive oil or are looking to have a healthier lifestyle. There's really not a lot of unique restaurants or different restaurants, I guess, in this area. We used to live here in Champlin. We just moved a couple months ago, but we were residents of Champlin and we were always looking for that sought-out restaurant, I guess, that you could go to all the time. We're constantly going to the same place, so we thought this would be a great spot to start this concept. And we're always getting, you should have cooking classes, or I'm not sure what to do with this stuff. So in order to kind of satisfy that need, we thought, well, what a great idea. Let's take a bistro menu and incorporate our extra virgin olive oils and our balsamic vinegars, so that gives our customer somewhat of an idea of what they could actually implement at home.
We do have 2 other existing retail locations. One at Northtown Mall currently, which this Champlin location is actually scheduled to replace that location. We're moving towards this bistro concept instead of just doing retail all in one. We have another location in St. Cloud that is currently just a retail location, but here after the holidays we'll be temporarily closing that down so we can open up this bistro concept there in St. Cloud. Our menu will range from anywhere from salads, like our salmon kale salad or our strawberry field salad, caprese salads, of course, flatbreads like our Greek flatbread or our wild mushroom flatbread. People love it. We also do a variety of other dishes and local beer, all local craft brews from Minnesota, and wine, of course. We have a wide variety of wines. I'm pretty proud of our wine list.
All right, so we have our caprese salad. It's a staple on any bistro or Italian menu. It's our thick sliced heirloom tomatoes. We top it with fresh basil and then of course our basil olive oil from Thomas Reese olive oil. Then we're also doing it with fresh mozzarella, just like so. This is a good dish to share with anybody from your table. Good starter. And then this is our 18-year aged balsamic vinegar. Has no added sugars, high fructose corn syrup, or caramel coloring. And then we are also topping it with our Tuscan herb, which is one of our top selling oils here. It has some garlic, rosemary, oregano, and marjoram in it. And then a little cracked black pepper to finish it off. Great appetizer, or like I said, a small plate to share with a group of people. Goes really well with any wine or beer. Next we have our salmon kale salad. It's fresh mixed greens with kale. We have our pepitas, which are our pumpkin seeds, fresh red onion, some grapes, and craisins. The salmon is topped off with a Sicilian lemon, a white balsamic. Also has our rosemary and garlic olive oil. And then the dressing is an interesting combination of a poppy seed dressing, which is house-made. Then we also add our Tuscan herb, which has the rosemary, oregano, garlic, and marjoram in it, and our Sicilian white balsamic again. Get that nice sweetness with a little earthy herb tones to it. This is one of our most popular flatbreads. Comes on naan bread. It has a light cucumber sauce on it with some garlic olive oil. And then we add our lamb meat, pepperdew peppers, which is one of my favorite peppers here that you can also get off of our olive bar. It's a sweet but spicy pepper, and then fresh cucumbers and some feta cheese to go along with the whole Greek tradition. And then we finish it off with our Sicilian lemon, which gives it a nice sweet and lemon zest taste, and our garlic olive oil. And then you want to top it off with a little of our feta cheese. That's very staple on any gyro these days. We're really wanting to bring in all natural, organic, clean label foods to try and have a slight movement to people actually eating healthy, but it not tasting bad. Real food can taste good, so.
Mainly what's different about this store is that we've tried to create an environment, a local place to come in, sit down, relax, have some good food, a glass of wine, a good beer, and just enjoy yourself in a mature and comfortable environment.
Thank you to Jim and Christine for inviting QCTV into their bistro, and we encourage our audience to check out the Thomas Reese Olive Oil Company, located right here in Champlin at 12496 West Hayden Lake Road. If you are looking for something fresh, healthy, and delicious, look no further than the Thomas Reese Olive Oil Company. Next up, we are calling attention to all movie buffs, Netflix lovers, and video gamers, because this next segment is for you. The idea behind this segment is to give you 3 quick reviews in under 3 minutes. Well, somewhere around there, but you get the idea. Anyways, there was a small, quiet movie release last month on the indie scene. You may have heard of it. It's called Star Wars. Yeah, I never heard of it either. Star Wars The Force Awakens was released to critical praise on December 18th, and since its release, the film has made over $1 billion. Let that one soak in. I had a chance to check out The Force Awakens, and needless to say, I loved the film. I had some issues with it, but the problems were so minuscule that they're almost not worth mentioning. The Force Awakens brings in a new cast of characters, as well as some returning Star Wars veterans, including Harrison Ford as Han Solo, Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia, Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker, among many more. I wouldn't dare spoil specifics of the movie, but I will say this is a rousing return to form for the Star Wars franchise. The new cast of characters are fantastic. The direction by director J.J. Abrams is stunning, and most importantly, I feel that they nailed the look and feel of the original Star Wars trilogy, all along while leaving its own fresh footprint for sequels to come. All I'm gonna say is 2017 can't get here fast enough, as Disney has slated the sequel for a Christmas 2017 release. For all you Netflixers out there, I had an opportunity to check out Jessica Jones. Based on the popular Marvel comic series, this Netflix original series soars in intrigue, mystery, action, and humor. Jessica Jones is played masterfully by Kristen Ritter, who really nails the look and feel of the character from the comics. And the first season, all available on Netflix for your streaming pleasure, finds Jessica Jones as a PI with superhuman strength, tracking down a relentless killer. Jessica Jones has the perfect marriage of comic book fun, film noir undertones. It features great performances, excellent writing, dazzling action sequences, and clever direction. Again, the whole series is available to stream in its entirety and may not be suitable for the younger audience. For all the gamers out there, I had a privilege of diving into the Star Wars Battlefront. Released in conjunction with the newest Star Wars film, Star Wars Battlefront is available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, as well as PC. Developed by DICE and published by EA, Battlefront is a gorgeous multiplayer shooter that nails the look and aesthetic of the Star Wars universe. Join up with friends and trek through famous Star Wars landmarks such as Endor or Tatooine. Battlefront features several multiplayer modes that pits you against epic Star Wars battles. Whether you like the boots-on-the-ground approach to running and gunning with blaster rifles, or you like soaring the beautiful skies of Jakku and the famous Millennium Falcon, this game is for you. My only gripe is this package is sorely lacking in single-player content with no campaign to speak of whatsoever. Justifying its $60 price tag is slightly hard to do. It's a fun game that exceeds in visual fidelity and gameplay, but sadly lacking in content. My suggestion, wait for this one to come down in price. Well, that was your 3 and 3, and we will be right back with what's shaking.
What is that guy's problem? That was the most irresponsible... This aggression will not stand, man.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not sure what's about to happen next, but we're already off to a really bad start. And this situation is only going to escalate. So let's back up, figure out what could have been done differently to avoid this. 66% of traffic fatalities are caused by aggressive driving. If you witness somebody who's driving aggressively, don't take it personally. Take a breath, think about this, calm down. That'll get your heart rate lower and you'll better control your emotions. Also, don't engage with people by staring at them, looking at other drivers, or responding to their provocative behavior. They might just be trying to get a rise out of you. Be the level-headed person, be the smart person. Remember, half of drivers who get provoked are going to respond with their own aggressive behavior towards you. And do you really want to be stuck now in that confrontation? And statistically, an increasing number of these incidents involve a firearm. And do you want to be stuck in that kind of a situation? Stay smart on the road. Keep in mind the potential consequences. It's not worth winding up in prison or worse yet, dead. See you out there on the road.
Welcome back to The Grid. My name is Winter Kuharski, and I'm here to tell you what's shaking here in the Quad Cities and beyond. It's that time of year, folks. There's snow on the ground, everybody is getting restless, and fears those two terrible words, cabin fever. Well, if you're looking to get everybody out of the house, I have 2 better words for you: live trivia. Sporcle live trivia, to be more specific. Finally, you have a use for all those random facts in your head. Sporcle trivia is fun, fast, and most importantly, free to play. Yes, you heard right, free. Sporcle trivia is played on teams, so it's more advantageous to bring your friends with you. Questions can range anywhere from sports to literature to pop culture. And don't think you won't be rewarded for your knowledge. Prizes are offered nightly to the best teams at the venue. So if you're smart enough, you just might get your appetizers paid for. A real live person hosts Sporcle trivia, so it's more engaging than any trivia app you might have on your phone. And speaking of phones, they aren't allowed during the game, so you'll spend more time chatting with your friends. Recently, QCTV's very own Catherine and Corey took a trip to Hastings, Minnesota to show you how Sporcle trivia turns a night out with friends into the best.
Why it's every Tuesday. It's fun, it gets a little loud, and people get friendly competitive.
Well, it's something really fun to do once a week, you know, just get out with the friends and, you know, test your knowledge. That's always good to see what you're capable of on the brain.
And what's your best category?
My best category is movies. I'm a movie buff, so I really like the movie categories, you know, whether it's actors or movies or Oscars or any of that stuff. I really like that.
It brings customers in on the slow nights. You have the consistent people who are always here ready to play and win some free prizes.
You know, one of the biggest reasons that I actually like about playing trivia is that, like, a lot of times nowadays when you're hanging out with friends, everybody's on their phone. And because of because you can't be cheating on your cell phone, you have to put your phone away for like 2 hours and actually like hang out with people and connect with people.
Winter's so much fun. I mean, she's part of the reason we come each week because she makes it really a fun environment. I like her music choices, and even that's part of the game. So it's really fun when she's here. So
Winter does a good job because she puts up with us. We heckle a lot because we come to have fun. It's a whole experience. Like we're pretty good at answering questions, and we've won quite a few times. But we'd come even if we sucked at it, and Winter keeps the experience fun.
Its title from the character's last names instead. What TV show that debuted in 2010 would be titled Biggs and Twins?
I know what you're thinking. Hastings, where is that? I don't want to drive all the way there just to play trivia. Fear not. There are several trivia locations, Sporcle Live and otherwise, in the Quad Cities area. You don't have to go very far to have a great time. And as you can see, trivia is not only great for the players, but for the venue as well. If there's any restaurant owners out there watching this segment and saying to themselves, gee, you know, we do have a slow night during the week. Maybe this trivia thing could help. I say definitely. It's a great way to bring in new customers and keep them coming back week after week. If restaurant owners are interested in adding a night of Sporcle Live trivia to their lineup, you can contact Keith at sporcle.com. Make sure to tell them Winter sent you. The new season of Pub Champions Trivia League has just started, where you have the opportunity to win your share of $20,000. The league is free to sign up, so why wait? You can sign up at a game or online. When we come back, Catherine will show us what's new around town, so stick with us.
If you're like me, you like to shop. I like to find unique gifts for the people in my life, and I think I found a new spot. Actually, it's an old spot, but it's under new ownership. It's the Round Barn Trading Company. Let's go inside and take a look. So inside the Round Barn, joining me now is Julie Davis, and she's the new owner.
Hi
so
there.
nice to meet you,
Thank
Julie.
you. Welcome.
Yeah, tell us about the shop.
Oh, well, the barn has been here for years. It's part of the farmstead, and it's just a great place that you're going to be able to find all kinds of a variety of gifts and food items. It's a place with a community space. You can come have coffee and cookies. It's just a fun place to get and retreat from life and just enjoy some time away. Of course, I have to show you that what comes with the barn is the buggy. The buggy is part of the barn. It's been here from the previous owners, as in the previous owner is in the original farm from early 1900s, late 1800s. So the buggy is a permanent fixture. It's not mine.
Well, it was a farm. It was a farm, and this was the round part of the barn. But there was an extension, a lot of cows out there, farmhouse, dirt road, fences, and a wonderful antique store in here. So I came here when the Adolphsons, Kathy Adolphson was here, and started shopping here way back then at the beginning. And then I just kept on going until I retired from teaching. I taught in Anoka Hennepin for 41 years, and I always loved retail. So Diane Lee, who was the owner at the time, said, "How come, why don't you come and work for me?" So I said, "I would love to, Diane." So in 2001, my journey began here at the barn.
Circle around, it's just always a maze. You never know what's going to be here. It changes frequently because you never know when, like I said, when something sells, you've got to bring something new in. It's always changing. You never know what's going to sell and when it's going to be here. So my advice is when you see it, you probably ought to buy it if you like it, because it may not be here tomorrow.
And a lot of one-of-kind pieces.
Absolutely. It's all upcycled. That's the beauty of what we're doing in here. It's reusing. It's things that aren't going to go to the junk pile. Because of the variety that we have, there's something for everyone. I get a lot of the farmstead residents now out here, which they love it. I love having them here. They can get around and come have coffee, find a little treat or something to take home. There's something here for everybody. There really is. My community space that I wanted to build. And that was an important part that I put into my lease application with the farmstead, was community building. And that was the big drive for me for this store, not so much selling things, but I love the community that we're in. And the farmstead residents need to enjoy their barn because it's part of their property.
This has become a favorite place. Love it. I am so fortunate to live at the farmstead right next door, so I come over once a week to check out all the new things because there's a constant change. I've been buying a lot of ornaments for my children for stockings, and they're precious homemade soaps, and there are just so many things here.
You never know who you'll come across and have coffee with, because there's stories to be shared either way. When I get 8 or 9 residents that come out and visit, that's the best part of this, actually. Is
meeting with people.
Absolutely, yes. That's what it's about. That's the fun part. It's just, you know where it was made, and you know it was made without a bunch of chemicals and preservatives, and you're supporting your local community.
So if you like shopping, whether it's for yourself or a friend, check out the Round Barn Trading Company right here in Andover. We hope you're enjoying the grid, and we'll be right back with This in Tech.
Hi, if you're like me and technology is your thing, then this is a segment on the show where we're going to get a chance to check out all sorts of gear and gadgets guaranteed to get your geek side gratified. We're going to check out new items, soon to be released items, anything that has to do with technology and tech. So get ready as we check out This in Tech. The first item we're going to take a look at is the Polaroid Snap. Now this pocket-sized camera takes amazing pictures in black and white, sepia tone, or regular color and 10 megapixels. It also features a self-timer and stores data on micro SD cards. But you've got your phone, so why would you need another camera? Simple. This little camera prints. That's right. Not unlike the original Polaroid cameras, the Polaroid Snap prints your photos on 2x3-inch zinc, which stands for zero ink print paper in full color. So you can give someone an immediate memento of the occasion. And then go home and print some more. The Snap will sell for about $99 with the Snap Plus on the way, which will feature an LCD screen on the back with connectivity options so you can print photos that you took with your phone. Be sure to check out the Snap on Polaroid.com. Next up, let's have a look at the Cube. Now that's K-U-B-E with a K. The Cube heralds some amazing innovation in sound technology as it is a portable, full-range, all-in-one sound system. It features backlit controls, Bluetooth connectivity for all your wireless devices, and for AirPlay, Spotify, Apple Music, and Pandora needs, and boasts a whopping 125 decibels of sound. Now according to their website, a typical rock concert blasts music at around 100 decibels, so that should be more than what you would ever need. The Cube is waterproof, has USB charging ports, and a battery that should provide up to 20 hours of cordless play. But are you ready for the kicker? That's right, the Cube is also a cooler with insulated storage capable of handling up to 35 quarts, or according to their marketing team, up to 48 16-ounce cans of your favorite beverage. You can find the Cube at cubesound.com. By now, most of us own smartphones, and a lot of us have smart TVs. Some of us even drive smart cars, but have you ever heard of a smart refrigerator? Well, now you have, as we check out Samsung's new Family Hub refrigerator. This intelligent fridge has a 21.5-inch full HD LCD touchscreen on the door that allows you to update calendars, pin up virtual photos, leave notes, shop for groceries online, manage your recipes, and make and share shopping lists. As if that weren't cool enough, the Family Hub refrigerator has 3 cameras inside it that snap a photo every time one of the doors are closed. After that, by using an app on your smartphone or tablet, you can actually check out the contents of your fridge by remote to see exactly what it is that you need. This smart refrigerator will be available sometime this year. You can check it out on Samsung.com. Well, that about wraps up this segment of This in Tech. For QCTV's The Grid, I'm Matt Overstreet.
Well, that's our show. We hope you guys enjoyed it. That was our very first episode of The Grid. So thank you for tuning in. And for this and more excellent local coverage, please check out our brand new website at qctv.org. Until next time, we're off the grid.